Hello, welcome back to another Football Manager Experiments video. It's me, DJamFM. I hope you're all doing really well. In today's FM experiment, what we're going to be doing is taking another real life situation, in this time in the means of Emmanuel Adebayor, putting him at his latest club and seeing how he's going to do, really. This is one I don't think is going to go particularly well, but the signing of Emmanuel Adebayor is just, he's a character. He really is a character. You either love him or hate him. Most people tend to go with the hate column. There's a lot of people out there who do admire him for what he can do. Because when he's on his game, there's no doubt he's one of the best. His finishing, his athletic ability is just absolutely incredible. But he is incredibly lazy at the same time. When you've got an unhappy Adebayor, you won't get goals, you won't get effort. He's just going to be one of those people that will just walk around the pitch. And as his recent club have found out, in Tottenham Hotspur, he will just be one of those people that will just mope around and not do an awful lot for you. Now, if we have a look at Emmanuel Adebayor's illustrious career, started off in the French leagues before making his big move to Arsenal, had a fairly slow start but then burst into life with two fairly decent seasons for Arsenal. He made his massive move to Man City where we saw the infamous celebration. I don't need to elaborate on that. Sorry, couldn't resist, Arsenal fans, sorry. He then made a brief loan spell move to Real Madrid, and then since then he's moved to Tottenham Hotspur after doing quite well on a loan period, and then has just slowly fizzled out. He had a particular spell under Tim Sherwood where his career felt like it was getting back on track, and I think Tim Sherwood even quoted at the time saying he just needs someone to love him. You know, as a manager, you can't be putting that much emphasis around one player. But his latest move season goes to Crystal Palace. In real life, I saw something today where their strikers, their main sort of strikers like Connor Wickham and Dwight Gale and Shamak, etc., have only scored one goal between them in the Premier League. So they're crying out for a striker. Is Adebayor going to be the answer? Personally, I don't think he is. Let's see what Football Manager predicts. We're going to go one season into the future, see how he's got on. He's on 25 grand at the moment, 3.8 million, so bear that in mind. I've only given him his contract until the end of the season, which is what's happened in real life. And let's just see what happens. So I'll see you guys in a moment, and let's just see how he does. Right, so welcome back to the second part of the latest FM experiment here with Emmanuel Adebayor. As you'll be able to see from the front screen here, has decided he doesn't want to play for Crystal Palace come the end of the season. Says that Adebayor, who joined the Eagles from Tottenham in 2015, is not one of the club's top earners, but still may find his position under threat should the club's reported financial crisis worsen. So the 32-year-old wants to leave Palace at the end of his contract. He's turned down the latest deal, says he wants to go. Yeah, I would guess by that he hasn't had the greatest of times at Palace. Yeah, so obviously he's now coming to the end of his contract, which is why his value has dramatically dropped. We'll be able to see there from his attributes and from his screen here, he's only scored one goal in the 6 appearances that he's made in the league. He's been poor. He's been really bad. And now he's going. Let's have a look to see how Palace did themselves. I think this is probably going to be the shortest FM experiment that I ever do. Palace finished in 20th position. Wow. They finished 20th, rock bottom of the table. His goal was not enough to help them survive. So who was their top goal scorer then? Their top goal scorer was Connor Wickham with 8 goals. Jason Puncheon, Shamak, Johan Kabay, etc. Adebayor, who's only scored 1 goal, is up there. He's right up there. You'll be able to see here the amount of zeros from the rest of their team, just not contributed at all. It's been a really poor season for Palace, really poor season for Emmanuel Adebayor, and now he looks like he's going to be leaving. So yeah, leaving on a free transfer. He's wanted by a lot of clubs, so he's probably going to be leaving to go to a foreign team. It only seems to be Swansea and Sunderland from the English leagues who are interested in him. A lot of interest from Spanish divisions, where potentially the slower pace of their league may well benefit him, but it's not been a good season. It's not been a good experiment. In real life, I actually think that he might have an impact for for a few games. But then I think just like the majority of his career, he's just going to peter out, and I can't really see this deal lasting longer than just the summer. But Crystal Palace fans, what do you think? Do you think this is a good signing? Is it going to disrupt your team? Do you think he's going to be able to stay beyond this particular period of time? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Follow me on Twitter. Send me some information on that. As said, without a doubt, the shortest FM experiment I've ever done. I didn't think it was going to work, but just because of who Adebayor is, I thought it's worth a shot. He's let Palace down. He's let himself down. Nothing else to say. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch it, and until next time, adios. Oh, just something to very quickly finish off the video. As you'll be able to see, Adebayor actually joined Sunderland. I mean, what? Of all the teams he could have joined, he joined. Well, I can't believe Sunderland went for him, to be honest. But if you would like to see this as a second part, let me know on Twitter or in the comment section. I highly doubt it, because probably the same outcome will happen with what he did at Palace. If you do want to see it, let me know and I will make a second part. Thank you very much. Until next time, thank you. Bye bye. Adios.